Should I wear the headphones? I don't kind of like when certain YouTubers wear the headphones. All right, anyways. Okay. I had a question about what camera I should buy next. So, all my photographers, please put your 2 cents in. I'd be much appreciated. It would be much appreciated. So, okay, I'm going to give you like my story, what I'm currently shooting with and what I shoot and what I want to kind of follow and in the upcoming years maybe get into. So what I currently shoot on is the Sony A6400. It's an APS-C sensor, and I usually just use the Sigma 18 to 50 f2.8 lens on there. That's gotten me by with everything. We want to upgrade. Me and my fiance do photography on the side, so we want to upgrade to a full frame camera. I don't have all the money in the world, and I don't have access to these different cameras that I've been looking at. I've just been doing research, watching YouTube videos. So here I've kind of boiled it down to 3 different cameras. So I'm going to tell you the 3, and you guys just bombard the comments, okay? Help a brother out. So the first camera, and I'm going to tell you why I like these cameras and why I don't like these cameras, if that makes sense. Okay, so the first camera is the Lumix. It's a Lumix camera, the SR1. These are all kind of going to be a little bit older cameras because, like I said, I want to stick around that 1,000-ish price range. I want something that has high or megapixels because I want to be able to print eventually. I want something that's kind of future-proof. So the SR1 it has, let me get to the specs, 47.3 megapixels. It's full frame, shoots 4K. It's basically everything I need, but here's my, why I'm iffy about this one. It's Lumix, so it's got the L mount. I really like Viltrox lenses because they're good and they're more budget friendly than a lot of other companies. So that's got the L mount, so not a lot of lens options, at least what I'm familiar with. And also I've heard the autofocus is not the best, but they say it's good for portrait work. I say they, like I said, I just watch a bunch of YouTube on this stuff. Okay, and the next camera is a Nikon camera. So it's the Nikon Z7. I did start shooting photography with a Nikon D3000 DSLR camera. So, and I've also used the Z7 before. My buddy has one. He actually let me use it a few times. It's got 45.7 megapixels. I know megapixels isn't everything, but like I said, I want something that's kind of future-proof, and I have it when I need it. Also, all 3 of these cameras shoot in 4K, which I don't do a lot of video work. So that may be something that comes into play. Like, should I get something a little bit older, like the Sony A7R II, or is that too outdated? And my last camera that I'm going to talk about is the Sony A7R III, but I have been looking at the 7R2, but I don't want it to be outdated too much, if that makes sense. I want it to be justifiable for the upgrade. All right, and then the last camera is the Sony A7R III. So this one it's a little bit older. It's got 42 megapixels, 4K, of course. My pros with the Sony is that I have 2 full frame lenses already. I mean, I know I could use any E-mount lens, but I'm trying to get the full benefit of using full frame lenses on a full frame sensor. So yeah, those are my 3 cameras that I'm looking at currently. The Lumix S1R, the Nikon Z7, and the Sony A7R III. So the SR1, L mount, don't have any experience with the SR1. The Nikon Z7 I've shot with, liked it. I've only shot with it one time, so I don't have a lot of experience with it, but I at least have used it. And then we have the Sony A7R III, which I have shot with Sony, and I have E-mount lenses. I haven't shot with any full frame Sony stuff. So yeah, just bombard me in the comments. Tell me, oh wait, I didn't even tell you what I wanted to go, moving on forward with these cameras. So currently right now we have just been doing like engagement sessions, like family photos, couples photos. We've been doing like minis, like Christmas mini stuff, little stuff like that. I've done a few weddings. I've done a quinceañera. And yeah, so moving on with this full frame, I plan to do the same stuff. I just want to be a little bit more high quality, and I also want to get into more like actual portrait work, like not studio, but like just more of that portrait style photography. And I like cityscapes and like street photography. So I think that would be a good, balance with the higher megapixels. I don't want something that's like 60, 70 megapixels. I just want something in that 40 range. Just if I want to, print or crop in, I have the flexibility to do it. Like I said, I know megapixels aren't everything. And yeah, so that's what I know this video is everywhere. So y'all just let me know. All the photographers that have had experience with any of these cameras, put your 2 cents in. I want to hear it. And y'all let me know which camera I should get next. All right. I hope that all made sense. I'll see you guys in the next video.